Warm up first. Gentle warm up. Moving the body. Take deep breath from your chest, your abdomen, from your shoulders. And always breathe in through your nose. And you have an option to breathe out either through your mouth or through your nose, but preferably through your nose only. Deep breath. This is a chance to start your bright day with a bright activity. Let's do some fire breathing exercise. This is called Bhastrika in Sanskrit. Let's go bounce up and down. Few deep breaths. And let's start moving your legs on the side. So kick sideways. The right side, your left side, your right side, your left side. Swing your arms also along with your leg. So this is a simple way. We need to move our body in all different directions. So same exercise. You can do with the bouncing. Right one, the left one. Now let's move your knee to your opposite side. Your knee towards your opposite elbow. Your right one, your left one. So that way your lower back. Breathe out. Going to be warming up. So move the other arm backwards. So you can do this simply in standing position, or you can bounce gently. Okay. Take a few deep breaths. Let's do one more thing. You can enjoy. You like to run, or otherwise it will be a good exercise also. So standing at one spot, move your arms as like you run, and move your legs also. I'm breathing deep. Don't forget. And you can speed it up. Let's run 100 steps. Okay. You deep breath. Now let's Extend your feet out. You're going to twist. This one hand over your shoulder, then the same hand behind your back, and turn your whole upper body, including your head. Same thing towards your left. And you want to breathe out. Turn your head all the way towards your right, towards your left. It's very important for your neck, for your upper back. Same thing you're going to do with your arms parallel to your shoulders. And let's turn all the way to your right and all the way to your left. Breathe out. Breathe out to your left. Breathe out to your right. Okay, that was your upper body movement. Let's do same thing your hip. Lift your right leg for your knee from your hip and move it to your right side and touch like almost behind. Lift it back again, bring it forward. Again, let's do right one, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. So the whole idea is to move from your hip. Let's do the same thing. Your left one, up, up, forward, up, backwards, up, forward, up, backwards. So it's a balancing at the same times, working on your hip, warming up your hip. Okay, now let's combine both upper body and left and lower body. We're gonna bring your left arm up. We're gonna stretch all the way towards your right side and turn your head slightly upwards so you engage your neck muscles. Breathe out. Breathe in and lower your arm. Let's inhale. Raise your right arm. Keep your breath in. And then stretch. And then breathe out. Turn your head towards your right. Upwards. In. And then breathe out. You should feel the stretch in your side line, your side waist, side lower back even. Let's do the same thing again. Inhale. Right arm up. Stretch. Exhale. Inhale. And lower your arm. So you want to hold like about 5 to 10 seconds. Inhale. Let's raise your right arm. Start stretching. Exhale. Inhale. And then bring your arm back. You can do the same exercise. Let's do it. Again, you're going to stretch your lower back. Place your left foot over to your right. Let's inhale, stretch your left arm. Inhale, bring your arm up, back up, and then lower. Let's do the same thing. Let's sing by placing your right foot Right foot over to your right. Breathe in. Stretch. Breathe out. And then come down. Let's do both arms together also. Bring both arms up. Inhale. Slightly stretching. Breathe in. Stretch. And then breathe out. Middle. And lower your arms. Okay, let's go. Right, stretch. We're going to stretch your hamstrings and your lower back. Bring your feet apart, arms apart. So arms parallel to your shoulders. Now let's keep your knees as far as you can, possibly. Keep them straight, but bend from your hips, not from your lower back. So you want to think about your lower part of your hips, where you sit on. Use those muscles. Think about that. That's where you are bringing your whole body up. Down, stretching your hamstrings. Now let's touch your right toes with the left hand. Come back in the middle. Left toes, your right hand. Inhale in the middle. Side. Inhale. In this exercise, you don't have to stop. Just go to your side and then come back in the middle. Let's do it continuously for 10 times on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's bring your hands in the middle, but you still want to keep your back flat. That's why it's called tabletop. So you can place your fingers down. You can place your palms down. If it's still difficult, you can bring your feet more apart. If it is easy, bring your feet closer. So you can adjust your body by bringing your feet in or out. So you want to keep your knees straight and you want to keep your back flat, spine straight. Okay, we're going to stretch your left hand, left arm forward and right one backwards. Let's switch now. Right one forward, left one back. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's slight bouncing exercise so you can feel your hamstrings versus gentle bouncing from your hamstrings, not from your lower back again. Let's stretch your both arms forward and then backwards. Let's go forward, backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's do one more movement in here. Place your left hand in the middle between your feet and right arm up. You want to twist and try to bring your hand as high as possible and turn your head also towards your hand. Look at your hand. And let's place your right hand down. Left arm up. Always try to breathe out when you stretch. Let's try again. Left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down, left arm up. And then come down. Okay, let's bring your feet more apart and walk your hands forward and try to stretch your hips backwards. So arms forward, hips backwards. Now let's bring your whole body forward. And see if you can bring even more your hands forward. So then you can drop your hips down and your chest up. Let's go back. Let's do it again. Whole body forward, hips down, chest up. It takes few attempts to do it properly, but don't think that you are not able to do properly. Just do it. You do it, then you will be able to define what is properly, what is not properly. If you don't make an attempt, then you will never be able to do it. All right, let's bring your knees down. And we are going to do the same thing with your knees down. Your hips forward, up and down, chest up. Let's go back with your hips. Let's come forward. Just going back and forth will make big difference in your hip joint. So it's the lower back, your hip joints, and of course you're using your shoulders and chest muscles also. But you're making your hips flexible, you're making your lower back better. Okay, let's bring your feet together and knees apart. So that way you can go all the way back. So the previous one was your feet apart, knees apart, and feet apart also. Now we have your knees apart, but feet together. So you can go more backwards. Let's come forward. Let's go backwards. And also it becomes a great exercise for your knees as well. But you need to be careful. If your knees hurt or restrict you going backwards, don't force. Just slowly keep on doing. So that way, eventually, you'll make your knees better. Okay, what we'll do here, bring your forearms down. And bring your knees. The lower your chest goes, wider you can bring your knees. So let's bring your knees wider. Keep your hips backwards, not forwards. And see from here if you can bring your elbows apart. Place your one hand, one palm on top of your back of your other hand. And let's bring your chest down and your chin on back of your hands. So that will happen only if you bring your knees really apart. It's a great exercise for your upper back, your neck. Let's come up. And from here, we're going to go all the way back onto your hips. So adjust your feet such a way that you can go all the way back onto your hips. Let's go forward again. So now your knees are adjusted, your feet are adjusted. Let's go forward again in the same position. Your hips down, your chest up. You're going to go back with your head down this time. Let's go all the way back. So you stretch your lower back. And then come up. One more time. Let's go forward. More movements you do, more flexibility you have. Right. Now you can sit either way, it's fine. You can place your one foot forward, one behind, or one on top of other, or you can just cross your legs. So wherever you feel most comfortable. As long as you keep your back straight, let's bring your arms apart. Let's place your left hand down, then your elbow down, and stretch your upper arm. And now turn your chest upwards and look upwards as well. Now you want to push your other knee downwards, your right knee. Stretch your right elbow outwards and your right knee downwards. So you should feel the stretch in your right waist. And then come back. Let's place your right hand down, left elbow down. Stretch your left elbow and left knee. Come back. Let's do this one slightly different way. Place your left hand over your right thigh. Right arm up. And then lean towards your left side. And your head upwards towards your right up. Breathe out. Back. Let's switch your side. Right hand over your thigh. Left arm all the way up. And then stretch. And then come back. All right, let's now stretch sideways. So we always do backward, forward, and sideways. Left hand behind your back. So place your hand right behind your back to keep your back straight. Right hand over your left thigh. And leverage your right hand to twist towards your left. Breathe out. So straight back twisting. So whatever the position of your body is while you exercise or build your muscles, that's how your posture is going to be. So let's do the same thing on the right hand side. Right hand behind your back, left hand over your right thigh, and then twist. And now let's place your both hands behind. Make your knees wider. So if you make your knees wider, they can be lower. And now here, we're going to lift your hips up, drop your head back. And then come back. Now let's stretch your left leg outside. You're still sitting on your mat. So let's bring your left leg all the way to your right side. Left side, left leg on your left side. And see if you can reach down to your calf, your ankle, your toes, anywhere on your left side. If you're reaching your toes, pull your toes towards you. Right arm up, and let's stretch sideways. So it's similar exercise what we were doing in standing position. So you should feel here in your hamstrings. Hamstrings are the back of your leg and thigh, and your side, right waist. And now let's lean on your right side. Right forearm, stretch your left arm. And now here you want to turn slightly upwards as well. So keep your right shoulder straight down, not shrugged upwards, downwards. So you have your neck extended. And now here, place your left hand also over your right side. And see if you can bring your left elbow down. So you have a good stretch of your left waist. Now we're going to turn your body downwards here. So place your palms down, lift your hips, and turn downwards. Keep your right leg bent. Hold your right foot in your left hand, bring it forward. Now let's place your left hand on your foot, right hand onto your knee, and extend your chest up. So we're going to work on your lower back and your specifically the right hip joint. Okay, now once you're here, let's place your hands in front of your leg. And we are going to bring your elbows, your forearms down. Let's bring your left toes down and your knee up. And here you are going to move your left foot back and forth so you can roll on your leg. You can feel your right hip as you go backwards, come forward, backwards, forward. Let's place your leg down. Extend your arms forward and then lower your head down. Okay, let's come up onto your hands. And then we are going to sit back. And you are going to sit on your hips by bringing your soles together. Hold your feet in your both hands and then roll side to side. We are still doing simple exercises and mainly just stretchings, not strengthening yet. So let's get our body really limber as much as possible. So having flexibility, no strength is not good enough. Having strength, not flexibility is not enough. We need both. And then top of that, we have to have a good endurance. Now let's extend your right leg on your right side, and we try to do all these three things. Okay, let's reach down again on your right foot or your ankle. So reach as far as you can. Left arm up, and then lean towards your right side. You're going to keep your knee straight. Even though if you can't reach your toes, but You want to keep your knees straight. When you stretch your knees, that's how you keep your knees healthy. And when you stretch like we are doing using your shoulders, that's how you make your shoulders flexible. And when we put weight on our shoulders, make movements, that's how we strengthen our shoulders. Let's lean on your left side. Stretch your right arm from your chest upwards. Keep your neck extended, your chest upwards, your shoulder downwards. So these are little things to keep in mind. Shoulder down, neck extended, chest upwards. And let's place your right arm also down, right elbow. So that means you're twisting. Let's place your palms down and turn your whole body to downwards. So you'll have your left leg bent, left knee bent. So we're gonna hold your left foot in your right hand and pull it upwards as far as you can without hurting your knee. So that I won't know how far you can bring, but as far as you can easily bring. So making the posture not too hard. Okay, let's place your one hand on your foot, other hand onto your knee or up lower part of your thigh, and let's move your chest upwards. So you feel the stretch in your lower abdomen, in your specifically upper front thigh. All right, let's place your hands forward. Bring your elbows also down. Bring your toes, back toes on the floor and knee off the floor. Now move back and forth, your back foot. So your whole body moves back and forth. So think about your hips, your left hip. It stretches when you move your heel backwards. And let's place your knee down. Come up. Then we are going to sit back again. Bring in your soles, your feet together. And roll side to side. So you have stretched your right leg, your left leg. Let's try both legs. One towards your right side, left one towards your left side. And this is one of the exercise or one of the movement. If you don't exercise, we hardly do this exercise. And it's very important to stretch your hamstrings and groins. Okay, so go as far as you can go easily. Let's place your hands behind. Lift your hips up, move them forward. Hips up, move them forward. So move your heels outwards. So you can hold your toes to move your heels outwards and toes inwards so you can feel your calves being stretched. Okay, once you have this position, the way we were doing in standing position, same way. We are going to do in sitting. Move your one hand forward, switch your hand, the right one forward, left one, right one, left one. Okay, let's start doing same exercise, but start moving in opposite sides slightly. Left one towards your right, right one to your left. Breathe out. So this is one of the way to do. Other way, let's place your right hand behind. Bring your chest forward, even lower back forward, left arm up, and let's try to go towards your right side. But the key is here to use your left hip. You can lift your left hip in order to reach down to your right toes. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do same thing on other side. One of the most important muscles to stretch are your hamstrings, back of your thighs. If every day you can stretch those group of muscles, you will feel much better. So even if you don't get a chance to do anything else, just stretch your hamstrings. Let's go towards your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? You should feel slightly comfortable once you have your hamstrings stretched. So you feel slightly better that you are able to sit. So in this position, when you sit, you have 2 prominent bones in bottom of your hips. So you want to move them backwards. So you sit slightly forward. So that way you will have a good stretch. Also, your back will be straight as well. Okay, let's place your both hands forward. And walk your hands forward, your fingers forward. See how far you can walk. Hold it. Where you feel the stretch, hold right there. And let's come back. This will make stretching your hamstrings and strengthening your quads will make your knees healthy. All right, and not only knees, your lower back. Your knees and lower back mostly go together. If your knees are bad, you will have your lower back bad. If you have your lower back bad, you will have your knees bad. And if you stretch hamstrings, you work on both, on your lower back and on your knees. All right, we're going to go back again. Just cross your legs. Let's bring your hands forward. We're going to lift your hips up and then drop your hips, your chest up. Now let's bring your feet apart and off the floor. Your left knee off the floor. And let's walk backwards. So you are on your right knee and left leg extended. And let's do one more stretch in here. Right arm up and lean towards your left side. And then come back. Then you go on your right side. Let's place your right palm down. And left arm over your head. Once you're here, let's balance your body. Lift your left leg also. And then come back. Place your hands forward. Bring your left knee back. And let's do one more. Stretch here, come forward again. Same way, drop your hips. Chest up. And let's go back. All the way back. And let's go up again. I'm sorry, let's stretch your right knee before you come up. And then you come up. Initially, when you do a lot of stretchings, a lot of strengthening, your muscles get sore. Even your lower back gets sore if you're just starting. Let's stretch so don't be afraid. Just give a break, a day or two, maximum 3, and start again. Left arm up, let's lean towards your right side. Back. Let's place this hand on your left hand side. And right arm up, over your shoulder, over your head. And lift your right leg also. And then come back. Let's place your hands down again in front of your body. Now we're going to stretch your both legs apart. Left leg, your right leg. And walk your hands in the middle. Now we want to stand up. So the way we are going to stand up is bring your toes in, your heels in. Toes in, heels. Keep on bringing feet towards each other in the middle while keeping your hands down. And once they are about 6 inches apart, bend your knees. The hips down, knees backwards. And let's roll up your body. Bring your arms all the way up. Bring your heels up. Inhale. Now we're going to breathe out quickly as you bend your knees. Inhale and go up. And let's do one balancing pose here. So make sure you put whole body weight on your right foot. So make your mind ready that you are leaning on your right foot. You're going to lift your left foot, left leg up and hold your shin in your both hands. So you want to bring your knee as high as possible. Okay, let's place it back. And let's do the same thing on your right side. Lift your right leg or your shin in your both hands. So balancing also is an important part of your yoga. Your balance depends upon your eyes, your ears, and we call it cerebellum, the back of your head. So your mind has to know where your joints are, where your muscles are. Okay, let's bring your feet apart. Let's go slightly more. Include strengthening along with stretching. Arms apart. Now let's bring your feet towards your right side, your left side. Bend your front knee, which is your right knee. Again, when you bend your knee, don't let it go beyond your toes. Keep it behind. Second thing you want to do, bring your hips down so they can go almost to 90 degrees. See if you can hold this position. Right knee straight. Let's hold it for a few seconds. And let's come back. Let's do the same thing on your right side. Bring your feet to your right. This is initial posture. So that leads to so many other postures. Let's bend your front knee and see how low you can bring your hips without hurting your knee. A lot of people hurt their knees in this position, so you want to be careful. So if you have strong thighs, then you can go lower and lower. You're just starting, so build your strength first before you think about going lower. All right, let's keep this time the same position as you did before. And your front knee, your hips down, and you're going to bring your right arm up and look upwards. And let's go towards your right side. Bend your right knee, left hand behind, the right arm up. So keep your left knee tight. Lock your knee. And then come back. All right, let's go again towards your left side. You're going to keep your knees straight this time. Front arm up. Again, back knee locked. Front knee locked. And let's go down with your left hand as far as you can go. Either you can place your hand onto your shin, onto your ankle, onto your hand, or inside of your hand. And right arm up. You want to look upwards. Okay, let's switch your hands. Bring your right hand where your left hand is, and left arm up. And from here, we're going to come up in standing position. Let's go towards your right side. This will build your lower back muscles, your thighs. Okay, let's bring your left hand behind, right arm up. Look up towards your hand. So that way you're going to make your neck healthy. And your shoulders are going to be healthy. Let's go all the way down with your right hand, wherever you can place it comfortably. The best thing is to have a block, and you can place a block in front of your foot. And now let's bring your left arm upwards. Look towards your upper hand. Now we're going to switch your hands. Place left hand down, right arm up. And let's come back in standing position. Okay, let's bring your feet closer. So always remember, the stronger the lower body is, better your body is going to be stable. Let's hold your left hand and your right hand in front of your right thigh. Left arm up. Sometimes the soft mat under your feet may imbalance your body. So you want to have something solid in order to balance. Otherwise, under your feet becomes wiggly. That's the same thing. Using your right foot, your left hand, your knee pointing downwards, your right arm up. Okay, we're going to go all the way down to stretch, these muscles on top of your thighs, which join your upper body, are very important to stretch along with your hamstring, your quads, the thighs muscles. So let's do those exercises. So we're going to go With your feet apart, arms apart, and feet to your left. You already know these positions. Now bring your whole body forward. Let's bring your palms upwards and interlock your fingers all the way up over your head. So you should feel the stretch in your right upper thigh when you stretch your arms and when you have your feet towards your left side. And let's go further. Bring your arms apart and let's go all the way down. So your foot is in the middle of your hands. And your back heel up. Bend your front knee. That's when we are going to do good stretchings here. Move your foot, right foot backwards. And now lower your hips. The lower your knee goes, more stretch you are going to feel in your right side, right upper thigh. Let's place your knee down. You make your right foot flat. Move your left knee forward so you can really feel the stretch from your knee to your upper thigh. And let's now bring your hips backwards. Don't move your hands, just hips all the way back. You don't know how important it is to stretch. We call them flexor muscles. So that helps your hip, helps your lower back. Let's go forward again. All the way forward. Your chest up. Drop your hips down. Knee forward. Let's go back. Let's go forward. And this time you're going to place your left hand onto your front thigh. And then right hand also, either on top of it or separate, doesn't really matter. But you want to keep your hips forward and chest high. And let's come down. Place your hands down. Back toes on the floor and knee off the floor. And now use your foot as we did before, moving your body back and forth, using your foot, your toes to move your whole body back and forth. You will feel that your right leg is longer than the left one since you're working on your right side. Okay, now let's bring your front foot all the way up if you can. You're not used to it, you will be. Let's bend your upper knee and drop it towards your right side. And let's bring your foot down. Now here, everyone can do this one. And let's go forward. Drop your hips down, your chest up, knees down. And this is the best position you can do is child pose. So we are doing strengthening, we are doing stretchings. Let's go forward. Drop your hips down. We do this usually in all the sessions. Here, bring your toes down, knees off the floor. Let's go back. It's called downward dog. Let's go forward for plank. Let's go all the way. Chest up, hips down. This is called upward dog. Upward dog. Knees down. Bring your hips all the way back. This is called child pose. So these are very good positions for your whole body. Let's do again. Bring your hips forward. Your chest up, knees off the floor. Let's bring your hips all the way back. Go forward. Lower your hips. Chest up. Knees down. And child pose. Okay, let's do the same exercises on your other side. So we have to stand up, but we are not just going to stand up. We will go up doing some postures also. So let's go into upwards dog, where you have knees up. Let's go to downwards dog. You will get used to these postures as you continue the sessions. Let's bring your left leg up. Now bend your knee. Bring your knee forward, outside of your leg, on the arm, and then place your foot down. So your foot is outside of your hand, but don't worry about where it is right now, as long as you have it forward. Now here we're going to bring your left arm up in a twist. We already did this posture. And then we are going to stand up. Okay, let's do same position. We're going to stretch your left upper thigh, your flexor muscles, your thigh. We're going to go same thing by doing on right side. Arms apart, feet to your right, whole body forward, arms upwards. Bring your arms all the way up and backwards. Arms apart. Let's go all the way down. So your foot is between your hands. If you are not able to reach down, you can bend your front knee. So that way it will be easy for you to bring your hands down. Back heel up. Bring your foot all the way back. Now bend your front knee. You stretch your left upper thigh. Bring your back foot backwards and drop your hips down. Even you can touch your knee down as long as you have your hips drop down. Let's bring your hips up and hips down. Hips up, hips down. Okay, let's make your back foot flat. Your right hand onto your front thigh. Left hand onto thigh. Your hips are still forward. And your chest upwards. These exercises are going to be opening up your whole body. You will feel that you got renewed body, different than you had before the session. Okay, let's bring your hands down. Here we are going to bring your hips all the way back. You also can bring your toes towards you as well. Let's go forward. Let's go backwards. Let's go forward and backwards. Okay, let's go forward. You're going to put your toes down, knee off the floor. Now front foot all the way back in the air, which is going to be downward dog. Bend your upper knee, drop it backwards. So if you are joining today, so you don't have to do this, but you can do this one now. We're going to go forward into plank. We're going to go into upwards dog. And we'll go in child pose. Let's go forward into upwards dog. with knees off the floor. Let's go into downward dog. Let's go forward into plank. Into upward dog. And then child pose. All right, let's do a couple of more exercises here. Let's do, we call it low plank. Let's place your forearms down. So when you have a low plank, that means your forearms are down, elbows are down. When we do high plank, then your elbows are off the floor, your palms are on the floor. So let's do low plank. So let's do it proper way. See where your knees are now, and where your shoulders are, and your hips. So make sure that your shoulders are aligned with your elbows, and knees are aligned with your hips. This is initial position. So make sure that these positions of your shoulders and hips don't move. Don't change. Only thing you need to do now, straighten up your right knee. If you think about these things, then you will have a perfect plank. So don't move your shoulders. Let's stretch your left knee also. And let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to go into child pose. Go back to your shoulders, stretch your arms. And let's do high plank. We're going to do the same way, but except your palms are going to be down. Let's align your shoulders with your wrist. Keep your knees aligned with your hips. And these two positions don't change. Only thing changes is stretch your knees. The right knee and your left knee. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Going to child pose, stretch your lower back. So if you keep on doing these exercises, you will find that you never had any lower back problem. Let's go on to your back. We'll do some abdominal strengthening exercises. Knees to your chest. Elbows to your knees. So lift your upper body so you are touching your knees to your elbows. Extend your legs forward and arms behind. And let's bring them together. Now stretch and hold them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring them together. And let's stretch them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bring them together. And stretch them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring them together. Stretch them. 1, 2, and 3. Bring them together. Stretch them. 1 and 2. Up together. Stretch them. Only 1. Bring them together. Let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow movement. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After these exercises, these means the plank and the abdominal strengthening, you will feel after the session that you lost some of the belly fat. Okay, let's place your left ankle onto your right thigh. So don't change this position, just drop your knee towards your right side. So we're going to stretch your left lower back and strengthen your abdomen. Now here, keep your foot is over your right thigh on the floor. Move your knee upwards. So you will feel this more stretch in your left waist. Now right hand behind your head, left arm behind your back on the floor. Let's go up with your upper body, your whole body, not only the neck, not only the head, but your shoulders. Work on your, think about your shoulders. Bring them back. Lift them up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch your legs. You're going to place your right ankle on your left thigh. After doing this exercise, you will feel that your body is more mobile. All day long, you will feel that you are moving, bending better than before. Now let's drop your knee and foot all the way towards your left side. Move your lower knee upwards so your foot moves along with that. So you have a good stretch in your right hip, right lower back. Let's place your left hand behind your head. Keep your right arm on the floor. Let's go up with your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's bring them back. Put your feet together, your soles, and drop your knees out. And let them go. Let your knees be relaxed. Let's do one more exercise here. Let's place your feet as apart as your hips and slightly away from your hips. Palms on your thighs. And let's slide your palms all the way to your knees as you lift your upper body. And let's go back. Let's go up 1. Let's go up 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out each time you go up. 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Abdomen is the most stubborn part of our body that does not want to give up the fat. And yet, it's one of the most important part of the body to hold your body together. Okay, now let's do one more good exercise since we are on the floor. We're gonna put your palms down. We're gonna lift your hips up and lift your arms up. Let's go all the way behind your shoulders with your arms and hips up. And let's come down same way. Let's include the breathing. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let's turn downwards on your palms and onto your knees again. And we are going to go forward with your hips down, your chest up, which is called cobra. And knees off the floor, which becomes upwards dog. And let's go back, up. This is called downward dog. Now you're gonna lift your right leg, bend your knee, bring your knee forward to place your foot outside of your right hand. Right arm up, right arm backwards. This is slightly difficult posture. If you are not used to it, find the best, easiest way to stand up. Let's stand up. Good, so let's sit down. Let's do some good breathing exercises. The 4 parts of breathing. One is inhalation. Second is exhalation. Let's do first these 2 parts only. So inhale slowly and exhale slowly. Can you observe how deep you can breathe in? How much air you can fill in your lungs, all the way from bottom part to upper part. Let's do it 3 times. Inhale, think about your abdomen, think about your chest, think about your shoulders. All these 3 parts of your body, you feel that they are full with air. Now, second part we are going to do, see how much you can empty your lungs, your abdomen, your shoulders. So breathe in as you did just now, but your concentration is to make it empty. Empty your shoulders, empty your lungs, empty your abdomen. Just think that they sink when you exhale. So breathe in 3 times. And now let's combine both of them together. That means when you inhale, See how much you can fill the air in your abdomen, your lungs, and shoulders. And when you're empty, see how much empty you can make your shoulders, your chest, and your abdomen. Let's do 3 times. So this is, you did 2 parts, inhalation and exhalation. So let's do the same thing. You're going to exhale, but slightly different variation. You are going to exhale really fast. See how fast you can exhale. But when you inhale, you are going to inhale same way as you did now. You're going to inhale slowly. So first part is let's inhale. And you can exhale either through your nose or through your lips, making whistle sound. And let's inhale slowly. Let's do it for 3 times. So you did 2 types of exercises. You inhale slowly, you exhale slowly. And then second is you exhale fast and you inhale slow. Can you believe these 2 exercises have 2 different effects? When you inhale slowly and exhale slowly, you get your lungs extract more oxygen because they get more time to have oxygen inside your lungs. And second, when you exhale fast, it strengthens your lungs muscles. So we have multiple different type of muscles in your lungs. So all those muscles get stronger. And that's why such infections like COVID, when you do these exercises, strengthening your lungs helps a lot to get infected. So now let's do the next part of it, which is called second type of exercise. We did variation of first. Now we are going to do the second type of. That means you're going to inhale same way slowly. You're going to exhale fast. And when you exhale fast, you don't inhale immediately. You hold it outside. This is called outer holding or Bahya Kumbhak. So let's inhale, exhale fast. So initially, some of you may even not know that you're holding it out, or you are not holding it out, but don't worry about that part. You will get it. Not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe after 1 month or so. So let's try again. We're going to do 2 more times. Inhale, exhale fast, and don't inhale. Just keep it out. Keep your lungs empty, your abdomen empty. Okay, so these are just 2 type of exercises we did. We'll do more next time. So the first exercise, if you remember, we slowly inhale, we slowly exhale. So let's make it more effective for your mind, for your brain. So what we will do is bring your first 2 fingers of your right hand, place them on your center of eyebrows. You don't have to do this, but this is easiest way to remember. Close your right nostril. You're going to slowly inhale through left and exhale to your right. And 3 times you're going to do same thing. Inhale to your left, exhale to your right, and then 3 times right to left. But you are going to inhale into your abdomen, into your chest, into your shoulders. That is called yogic breathing. And after spending 15, 20 minutes, you will find that your mind is calm, your anxiety is gone, your stress is gone, you are relaxed. And that's what you want to get. Physical exercise, strong body, strong mind, and relaxed mind. At the end, let's take deep breath in and chant Om for 3 times in 3 different tones. The first one is going to be the middle tone. Second Om is going to be in high tone. And the third one is going to be low tone. So that means the first one, you should feel the vibration in your chest, in your throat. Second one, and you should feel in your throat and in your head. And the third one, you should feel your abdomen and chest. Let's take deep breath in. Thank you. Stay. Rub your palms together. And just wipe off your palms, warm palms on your eyes. Right, thank you. See you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Get relaxed, and after especially yoga session, try to keep your 1 hour, 2 hours relaxed.
Thank you, Bhaiya.